Alright, hi everybody. This is a live Super Blitz tournament, and this is a recording which will be uploaded later to YouTube. So, this is the first round of the tournament. It's Sunday, 2:30 a.m. where I am. Let's hope we have a nice and fun game. Okay, let's take a quick look at what's coming up. There's Taj Mahal. There's the Basilica. Out of all the HA wonders, Colosseum is really the best. So I think I'm gonna go for Colosseum here. So if we go for Colosseum, if as expected he takes one of the two cards here, we'll be stuck with Engineering Genius on this spot, which is not ideal for us, but then what I could do later would be to take Boudica, elect Boudica, and then take the Engineering Genius. That's probably what I'm gonna do. So let's see what he does. Okay, he takes Alexander. Right. So as expected, he took two cards from the one cost row. So let's take an elect Boudica and then take the Engineering Genius. So why did I do that? Boudica gives us one thing every turn, right? But he's gonna elect Alexander. So Boudica is gonna give us two free military rocks later on. What we can do is we'll spend the two military rocks, get basically a free warrior, and then we'll increase our population by 1, and let's see how that goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think this is probably fine. Although ideally, you want to spend your first turn usually building a third mine, but I think this is alright. Let's see. We might end up with a surplus of warriors because of Boudica. Maybe let's see, we can go for a colony based approach. So we skip with nothing. Let's spend the two rocks, increase our pop, build a mine, increase pop again, and then build one step here. I think this is alright. Why did I not play the tactic? Because the tactic is not important at this stage, and I want the extra military action to draw a card. In this case, we did not draw a useful card, but well, there was a chance. So let's see what happens here. Okay, we get a free pop. So he took Roman roads. Roman roads is a alright wonder, but what I really don't like about it is that it takes 4 steps to build, and I'm starting to value wonders that take many steps to build somewhat lower on the rung, especially HA wonders. I have a feeling that you need your silver actions during HA to do other things, like building up your engine. So interestingly, he took the patriotism here. Why did he do that though? He going for a military base build? At least we have Boudica to defend ourselves. So let's skip. We take the free pop. What will we do with this? Let's go with a free science because we only have one philosophy at the moment. What do I want to do? Let's take the Engineering Genius. We prepare to take the Basilica, which will synergize well with our Colosseum. Let's take this. And let's just build the second philosophy. I think that's alright. So next turn, if we need to prop a population, we can use Boudica's bonus to give us 1 food, which is awesome. So let's throw away the kidnap. I mean, versus Alexander, he decided not to prop Alexander's ability early, which is a reasonable thing to do. Many players do that if they take Alexander, but he didn't. So I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. Maybe he wants to aggro us or something. But anyway, as I was saying, versus Alexander, we are unlikely to be able to proc any of our aggressions anyway. So we can probably throw away the aggressions. Okay, so he decided to replace Alexander with Saladin. Very strange. So basically he got nothing out of Alexander here. Except to give me two free military rocks. Okay, what do you want to do here? Immigration, I think, is clear because we have the Colosseum. We have a bonus happy face over him naturally. So let's do that. We still did not draw a useful tactic. To me, fighting ban is the worst tactic of all. So okay, let's try with the signs here first, yeah. So if we do the signs, let's see, we complete these two, and then we take the Basilica. How's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets a breakthrough, but there's nothing we can do about that. I think this is alright. Okay, let's throw away this. Throw away this. Let's throw away this. Or maybe throw away this. Why do I keep cultural influence? Because of the Basilica, we are likely to be able to gain some culture early on. So why did I throw away Pestilence? Pestilence is a powerful event, but then you have to be careful and play around it. And I don't want to go through the trouble of playing around it for now. So we still haven't drawn or seeded any territories, which means maybe he has the territories. So that devalues cartography a little bit. Or rather, we don't know if we're going to get any value from cartography. So I don't know if I want to take cartography, but let's see. Development of crafts. He will almost certainly take breakthrough, I think. I would like to wait for Taj Mahal to come and then replace Boudica with something and take the Taj Mahal for cheap. I don't know if we're going to have the opportunity. So ideally, I want it to be Joan. So let's just see the cultural influence. Alright, so let's just take the science again. Because we have a lot of food and resources, so we might go into corruption. We might have corruption problems if we take one of those two. So interestingly, he did not take the breakthrough. So what did he do? He took monarchy for 2, and then he completed the Roman roads. I see. Okay, so he decided to take the extra silver action instead of the strength for Saladin. Maybe he didn't see any strength based events. Let's see. Now let's take breakthrough. I really breakthrough is a very very efficient action. So I really like breakthrough. Maybe we can even afford Code of Laws. I don't know. Let's see. This way we are definitely going to suffer corruption. Yeah. Do we want to suffer corruption? We don't have any horseman based tactics, so I don't know if we want to take this. We could always draw one the next turn. One possibility is to take an extra food here, so we can take this and then build the third dude, and force him to invest something in military, right? I don't know. Okay, this is alright. I think this is alright. Let's see. Okay, one reason why I'm okay with leaving so much science unused is that he also has basically the same amount. So he probably did not see Dark Ages. Dark Ages is a new event that was added in the expansion, and you should play kind of with it somewhat in mind. I mean, I've suffered losses of like more than 10 signs. I mean, that's an extreme, of course, but even if you were to suffer like 2, 3, 4 signs, that's already pretty painful. So again, we still don't see Taj Mahal and no Joan. So it could well be a situation where, in fact, it probably will be a situation where we end up losing Boudica without replacing her with Joan, and therefore not getting the Taj Mahal discount. Anyway, we don't have enough actions to complete the Basilica and take Joan and take the touch. So he might take cartography. That will give us some clue as to whether he ceded territories. But he probably wants to research monarchy. He really prioritized monarchy at 2. I'm not a fan of prioritizing monarchy at 2. I could see a case for it, but not so important. Okay, so he went for a very strong military build. Interesting. Does that mean he ceded some military base actions? But anyway, then let's not cede the Reign of Terror. And luckily for us, we did not cede any strength-based events anyway. So let's research the code. Let's complete the Basilica. Use our free military rocks, and maybe we need to protect ourselves a little bit by taking swordsman. So ideally, we want to take irrigation. This is a little bit of a dilemma. Let's see. There's no ocean liner too. So if we don't take irrigation, and if we miss out on selective breeding later, we're in deep trouble. So let's take irrigation and force him into the corner. I think this is probably better. Yeah. Okay, so why did I lean towards this? Because now that we've taken the irrigation, the second irrigation, right? He did see Dark Ages. My God. Damn it. So we lost 3, whereas he lost 1. Anyway, I was saying that we took the second irrigation, so the first irrigation died, right? That means that he doesn't have irrigation, and in this game, you need to manage your food supply very well. And without irrigation, you really need selective breeding, or you'll find yourself food locked. Either you need irrigation / selective breeding, or you really need some inhabited or vast territories, and he did not take cartography, so he could find himself in a tight spot later on. So we will prioritize grabbing irrigation even for 3 CAs. In this game, it's really important to know which cards are key at which point in time, and to grab them when you need them. Okay, so yeah, because we chose to take irrigation, now we are vulnerable militarily, right? Yeah, well, can't really be helped. So question now is, do we want to cede any of these? We do have 2 bonus cards, right? So I think we can cede this. Good harvest, not bad. We get another pop. Question now, do we take Frederick or do we take Joan? or do we wait for Joan? He might take Napoleon later on. Okay, 5, right? The difference is 5. Can we defend ourselves? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, no problem. We could even go for the Great Wall. That's even a possibility, right? Great Wall will synergize really well with our 4 warriors, but that means we also need to grab Rifleman. Either we need to grab Rifleman or we need to grab Navigation and pivot towards grabbing the inhabited territories, because you don't want to be stuck with 4 warriors. Let's just go with this one now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even if you want Napoleon, it's difficult, and Joan is still available for us next turn. We could even consider Christopher, just to colonize the inhabited. Okay, so we didn't draw any H2 territories. That devalues Christopher slightly, Columbus slightly. I still value Joan pretty highly, and Napoleon could be important here. So let's see if he grabs Napoleon. If he does not grab Napoleon, we might just want to grab Napoleon. Why? Now, both of us infrastructure wise, we are roughly the same, right? We are both still at level 1s for the mines, the farms, and the sciences. But in terms of culture generation, we're ahead. And I think we should go for a slightly more balanced build, meaning while our Basilica is generating culture for us, we should try to defend ourselves militarily and maybe even try to put some pressure on him. If he takes Napoleon, right, it's gonna be at 15. Then we are in deep trouble. So I suspect he will take Napoleon, but let's see. He knows that taking Napoleon will allow him to really put a lot of pressure on us. Now the next question we have to think about is whether to take iron or coal later. So he's still stuck here. If there was a rebellion in the deck, he'll be in deep trouble. But we did not draw rebellion and we did not see the rebellion. Of course, immigration is gonna give us another free pop, which is really great. This is where you want to be, right? Because you're just one step away from the next consumption level, and we really have a lot of workers. So I suspect he's really thinking about whether to take Napoleon. If he takes Napoleon, we can still take Joan and sort of defend ourselves a little bit with the extra extra MA. Yep, so he does take Napoleon, and now the difference is 9, which is, well, huge, as you can imagine. Now the question is, do we want to prop immigration, leaving ourselves potentially open to 2 negative events next turn? 2 potentially negative events next turn. Let's skip for now. If we take Joan, let's think about it. Yeah, Joan gives us the 4th MA. So right now the difference is still 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. 5. We need to draw one H2 bonus card to be able to successfully defend ourselves. The alternative is to take cannon, either cannon or cavalryman. So one reason to lean towards cavalryman is because of the discount that the arena gives us, right? The Colosseum gives us. But one reason to lean towards cannon is because of the Great Wall, and also because cannon has the possibility well, actually even Cavalryman has a possibility of a standalone tactic now with the expansion. The Hussars, I mean in the base game, you couldn't form a tactic with Cavalryman alone, but now you can. But one reason to prefer Cannon is that Cannon has an extra option, which is the mobile, not mobile, which is the no, the one that uses swordsman and cannons. What's it called? I forgot. Defensive army. This is a possibility. This ensures that we can defend any aggression, but that means we are giving up on iron and coal, which I don't really like. So now the next question is, do we want to play something? Do we want to play a political action? I think we can. Let's just do it. Civil unrest will really hurt him. I mean, it leaves us potentially vulnerable to okay, 6, 1, 4, 4, 5. We need to elect Joan to ensure that we can defend even if we don't draw a bonus card. But if we want to take iron or coal, then we can't elect Joan. You know what? Let's just do this. I'm not sure what's the right answer, but I think this is okay. Okay, so as it turns out, we did draw a bonus card. And the defensive army is here. Damn it. Yep. So we leave ourselves vulnerable to a strength-based event, like border conflict or uncertain borders, and we know Reign of Terror is not in the deck, and neither is Barbarians because we discarded them, right? So over here, I think I'm less concerned about border conflict than I am about uncertain borders, because uncertain borders will take this away from us, which troubles us in two ways. First of all, it procs the next, it triggers the next consumption level, and secondly, it also triggers the next happiness level, which means that now, if uncertain borders had happened, we would have been forced to upgrade to irrigation, and also possibly to build a temple, because we don't want to suffer the civil unrest. Now I'm really regretting the cavalryman, because here comes the defensive army, right? Okay, so we definitely don't proc this. I think we can proc this. Foray is going to be revealed. Well, there's no way we can overtake him in strength in the short term. So let's just proc the foray. I mean, no choice. Just give it to him, right? Now we can take engineering genius to help us complete this later. We can rebuild this, the rich land. And let's build this. Now the question is, do you want to take Republic? Or we could even do this, right? But what's the point? No, I think we should try to finish the Great Wall ASAP. I really don't know what to do with the last civil action, to be honest. Maybe just take the cannon. I don't like this. I really don't want to take the cannon. If we don't take the cannon, we should throw this away, right? Oh my. Okay, so I was considering throwing away the inhabited, but so why did I not do that? I don't really know. I was hoping that we could pivot into a somewhat of a territory based kind of thing, because I really want to try to get rid of some of these level 1 warriors in case we don't draw riflemen. And let's keep a lookout for navigation. Okay, so selective breeding came out on his turn. If he's a reasonably strong player, he should grab selective breeding. We spent three bonus cards and we didn't draw any. Not so good. So next turn, we'll complete the Great Wall with this and one bill. I'm not sure what's our next move, to be honest. We could consider taking Robespierre and then Revolution in the Republic. So his build is not too synergistic at the moment. Because he's on iron. Iron with the railroad is not a good idea. And he left out selective breeding, yeah? That's really important in my view. So let's go with Iconoclasm. It might be a bit too early though. I think it's alright. Let's just do that because we'll hit him with the Silver Unrest. Okay, so here I think we can afford to take Robespierre, elect him, Revolution into it, complete it, steal this from him, and we take this and this. I think this works. We're giving us strategy, which is alright because we still have 4 MA. Let's see if he leaves navigation to us. But I don't think we will ever do this, nor will we want to proc this. Let's keep this in hand just in case. Just in case we manage to draw the rifleman and the classic army. Maybe we can do something against him. I don't know. I don't feel too comfortable yet, but I think we are alright. Mainly because it doesn't have a culture engine. His econ is poor. He's still stuck at, you know, agriculture. Not agriculture, right? Yeah, he's stuck at agriculture. And there's no ocean liner to save him. So just now when I was debating whether to take the irrigation or not, I was also looking out for agriculture, which gives you an out if your opponent takes selective breeding. So we are in really good shape here in terms of our CAs and MAs. Ideally, you want one more MA, but four is really comfortable. Yeah, I mean he's still stuck at 2 signs and 3 signs. We are at 2. You know, we still have very basic economy, but our culture is alright. Overall, I think we are okay. So now what we're looking for is scientific method. So now he's left us with the navigation, which we can take. Although our science is at 2, we have breakthrough and we have another breakthrough over here. So let's just do this. So question is, why the inhabited 1 and not the strat 2? Because inhabited 1 is going to die after this turn. So we take this, we develop it, we take this, we proc this. So next turn we need to upgrade, we need to learn selective breeding. We build this, we take this, what else? There'll be a second scientific method coming up, so we don't need to take this. We can take this, and since we have nothing better to do, let's do this. We have enough population, so we don't need the reserves for food. I think this is great. We've even almost overtaken him. In fact, maybe we should have tried to overtake him. I knew it. I think we ended the turn too quickly. We had enough resources to build one more. And was this available last turn? Did we just miss it out? So one of the weaknesses in my game is that sometimes I play too quickly, and you really should pause and look at the whole card row, right? I was on the lookout for the selective breeding because I mentally told myself to, but I forgot to make a mental note to look out for the rifleman. So if it was available here, it might have been worth 3 actions to take it, right? Because otherwise your 3 warriors are stuck here. But having said that, we can send the warriors to conquer territories. So and we also drew the hussars, so we're all right. But I really didn't like the fact that we forgot to overtake him in strength, and then we suffered the independence declaration. Strat 1 isn't too big of a deal, so I'm still alright. And also, if we had wanted to avoid that, we would have had to build, because we have 4, right? So we would have had to build a 4th warrior, and I'm not sure if I was prepared to do that. So he's now at 24, and he managed to draw the Conquistadors. But he's in trouble now, right? Oh, he has team sports, and also organized religion is coming up. So okay, question: do we want to proc the event? Let's just do it, because even if we don't do it, he'll do it the next turn. So politics of strength. That means that at the end of our turn, we're not going to draw any military cards. So let's just spend all our military actions, right? Let's do this. Let's build. Now we're stronger than him. We can even build the selective breeding. Oh dear, we don't have enough. Okay, so the third one, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so now we take the efficient upgrade for this, and also for either the scientific method. Did he take scientific method? He did not. So he could still take this. Either for this, or maybe for the oil, and also for the either the scientific method or the computers. So we take the 2 efficient upgrades. Can take this, and even frugality is alright. So ideally, I didn't want to spend the patriotism, because the patriotism gave us an extra MA, which is wasted, since we suffered the politics of strength. But then if we hadn't spent the patriotism, we wouldn't have been able to build the 4th hussars. Well, actually, we didn't need to build the 4th hussars, to be honest. But okay, at least now we might maybe hesitate a little bit before he thinks about procking an event. So the next thing we really want to grab is Mac Agriculture. If we manage to grab Mac Agriculture, that would really be a nail in the coffin for him. So even though he's at 16 plus 4, he's really suffering in terms of food now, right? he basically can have one more human being, one more worker, which he has to spend on team sports. Well, he doesn't even have the science to learn team sports or organized religion. He's in a really tricky spot now. He's at +4, but we are way ahead of him, and we are not far behind at +3. And what we can do potentially is to build multimedia or movies later on. So overall, we are in a fine position here. We don't have to worry militarily. In fact, we might even be able to pressure him very slightly here. He grabbed the rifleman. No, he didn't. Oh, he did. Yeah, he grabbed the rifleman. So actually, the rifleman was important to the both of us because he did not have swordsman. Take swordsman. Oh, he did have swordsman. He discarded it. So ideally, we want to be able to research democracy, but we don't have enough science for that. If we have some spare actions, we could take it and keep it in hand. And after accumulating some science from the scientific method or the computers, we can revolution into it. So he's really worried about a negative event there. So he decided to really build up his army. Of course, there's nothing for us to proc, and it would be silly to try to declare war over him, I think. So let's just skip. Now we have a decision to make. Okay, let's see who are the H3 leaders. Well, ideally we should have been looking at these from the beginning. So there's Bill Gates, there's Sid Meier, both of which are good with computers. So we can take computers and then we upgrade into it. Our economy really sucks, right? Good thing is his science is in really deep trouble, so we don't need to worry on that front. We can grab this, I think. Yeah, let's just keep it this way and let's see what happens. So if Bill Gates comes later, that's the first thing we're gonna grab because he will rescue us from our dire economic situation. There is Bill Gates, right? Okay. He's gonna spend a lot on this, so we really have to try and fight him for it, right? Make him pay through the nose if he really wants the inhabited. I don't know. Maybe maybe this is a overbid, but we know that he's dying for some yellow things. Okay, so this is okay. This is okay. It's an overpayment, but we force him to a corner. So that was one other reason why I was hesitant to see it inhabited. I mean, I did not articulate my hesitance, but in my mind, one consideration not to see the inhabited is because you don't want him to get the inhabited. If the inhabited comes out, you have to really fight him for it, right? And you don't want to be forced to do that, you see. So what we want to look out for here would be reserves and military, what do you call it? I forgot what's the name. The military build up, since our econ is weak. It's an alright econ, but he's in trouble in terms of science, and he's in trouble in terms of yellow cubes. Why do I call them yellow cubes? Even though they're round, because in the board game they're cubes. Although personally I've never played the physical board game, I've learned it. I mean, I first started to learn this game a few years ago before the digital version was out. I learned while watching Paul Gauguin's video. He has 2 videos on it because the game is that difficult to teach, and I think soon after I finished watching Paul's videos, the digital version was announced. So I held off on playing the physical version. Okay, so he's probably thinking of going full military on us, but he doesn't have air forces, right? So if we take air forces, we could be, in a little bit of advantage. So again, we still don't have we didn't have any no reserves, no military build-up. If he declares war on us next turn, we're in some trouble. I really don't like this situation we are in. Let's grab this in case military theory comes to save us. Let's grab this. I don't want to spend any rocks. We can't even do this anyway. So if we don't want to spend any rocks, we'll have to upgrade like this. And then we'll have to take this. And well, let's just build this for fun, right? For the one culture. So we left ourselves with enough rock next turn to at least build one more cavalryman, which completes the second group of hussars. So even though we will lose the war, oh, he didn't war us. In fact, he decided to aggro us. Luckily, we have 3 things here, so we'll defend ourselves. The plunder would have been crippling, really. We would have been in deep trouble if the plunder had gone through. So we were really lucky with that. In fact, I think we drew 3 bonus cards, right? We started with nothing, and then at the end of the turn, we drew 3 bonus cards. That is really lucky. We have to admit. So now, first of all, he's wasted one political action, wasted in inverted commas, because he achieved nothing. And luckily, we managed to fend it off, so we still have enough rocks to build the next hussars. The next cavalryman, sorry. Which completes the hussars. Now, we really hope to see... Okay, so we have reserves and patriotism, which is great. We hope to see military build-up. And... and what's his name? Bill Gates. Bill Gates. I think we're still alright, even though he has Empire State Building, which he actually can complete. He will score 14. I think we really made a mistake by seeding the inhabited, because then we were forced to kind of outbid him for it, and the outbidding really hurt us, and we don't need it. But what's really important is that he's suffering in science, so he will probably grab this. In fact, if he grabs, will he grab this? I don't know. He's really lost out on the chance of air forces. I was going to say if he grabs this, then 5 + 1 + 6 will allow him to research air forces. But the ship has sailed. So if he gets 14 from this, 14 + 31, 50. 14 + 31, 35, 45. I mean, 45. Then he's roughly the same clip as us. I don't know. If both Sid Meier and Bill Gates come out, will we take Sid Meier or will we take Bill Gates? I think we would take Bill Gates, right? I mean, Bill Gates, helps us militarily. We cannot afford to lose a war over culture. If we lose a war over culture, the game is over. So earlier I also made a brief comment about how iconoclasm is a little bit premature, because I was anticipating a situation where I want iconoclasm to proc in h3 and get rid of Napoleon. So that's why there was a slight hesitation with playing iconoclasm when we did play it. But well, you know, I was greedy for that 2 culture. So again, this is not a live stream. This is a recording. I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube channel after this. And if anybody, you know, watches the video and you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you when I can. Yep, so he tries to solve his unhappiness issue, and he's also bumped himself up to +5. Okay, we skip. Still no, what's his name? Gates, but we do have the reserves and the patriotism, and we can do this just to help ourselves a little bit. We can take this. Do you want to take this or do you want to take this? That's the question, right? Actually, we can even research democracy freely. No, we don't want to do that, I think. Let's just do this first. So hopefully we draw a couple of bonus cards. Actually, we already drew 3. I don't think that there's even another 2 left in the deck. Is there? How many are there in H3? Oh, there are so many. There are 7. So we could have drawn 2. We've drawn 1. He might decide to raid us. Attack us, I mean. So this is where being in a player 2, you can see the advantage. I've always thought, my friend and I, who play the game a lot, we've always thought that P2 has a moderate to significant advantage in 2-play games, because you control the tempo of the game. Now imagine if we had been in player 2's position, right? With 7 cards left in the deck, we could just take 4 cards if we can, and end the game, such that he doesn't have a chance to attack. But now, because he is in P2, he can declare war. I don't know if he will. If he had kept a classic army in hand, okay, so he decided to do the armed intervention, which is really strong. That's a 14-point swing. And he could still do a war the following turn. Maybe we can try to do a sneaky reverse war on him, can we? Let's think about it. We have 4 here. 4 plus 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. I was hoping we could build 2 air forces, but we can't. 12. Damn it. We should have taken a military build up, and then that would have bumped us enough to build 2 air forces. Might we regret that? Are there any there's still United Nations. We might lose this, you know. Because now the Empire State Building gives him 21. It gives him 21 because of this. We'll try to overtake him. And it'll give him 14. We can still try to overtake him in strength, then it gives him 7. I don't know. I think not taking the military build up might have cost us the game. Because if we had been able to build 2 air forces, that would have bumped us to 5 plus 5 from the 2 air forces plus 4 plus 4. 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4, that's 18. 18, that's 40. 40, not really. 40, he's going to go down to 29 once Napoleon dies. 29 plus another 6. 29 plus 6 is 35. 35, and we have 40. Okay, so it's too late to take Bill Gates. So next turn, if he doesn't take Sid, we will take Sid. Sid has now become better than Gates because there's not many turns left in the game for you to make use of the rocks. So you just want the pure culture now. He might just take Sid to deny us. I think we still have enough to build the movies though. So he went for Churchill because he wanted the 3 bonus at the end. And he completed this. He took the opportunity to complete it at plus 21. Okay. Do we do variety? No, we're beating him in 2 colonies. We're beating in 1. And there's a strat coming up. And we have this and this. So let's do the colonies, right? Arms industry. We proc 1 of it. Not good, not bad. Question. Now we probably want to do this. I think. We take this in case he tries a cheeky war. We take this. We can't afford to build another one. So the question now is, do we want to take the, do we want to, instead of taking the urban growth first, we take this and then we take urban growth. So why do you want to do that? You give yourself 3 MAs and a chance to draw a better better event to see next turn. Because variety will only have plus 4 over him, right? Plus 4, plus 4. Ideally, we want to draw an impact of culture. This is alright. Yeah. Do we even need the military up build up now? I don't think we do. Hollywood. We don't have enough rocks to finish Hollywood. So this is probably the best we can do for now. Okay, so we drew competition, we're tied competition, we lose out in population. Why? Range. Okay. Progress. Oh, we knocked him out of the park with progress, right? So progress really helped us there. I think we can still sneak the win. He's in trouble here. He needs to build another farm. Or he will play the revolutionary idea, take the Mac agriculture, and then upgrade the farm. That's another possibility. I don't really know what he's gonna do. I think it'll end up being a narrow win for us. Colonies gives us 3 points over him. We don't know what this is. Could be strength. Could be strength. Could be, I don't know. The most advantageous to him would be strength or industry. Even technology, I think we beat him in technology, right? We have 1, 2, 3. He doesn't have any. Maybe he has one. He has just enough for one. Technology is great for us, so it's not going to be technology. It's not going to be balance. Balance isn't good for him. This isn't good for him either. Harmony is alright for him. We get 16, we get 12 for now. So the only thing we're worried about really is strength. Strength is the one that would give him 10 points. And this is another reason why being in second player is great, because you have more control over whether you end the game with greater strength or not, right? Even if I were to build some military on my turn, he can always rebuild and overtake if he has indeed seeded strength. So here we will do this as automatic. I hope for the strat. Let's try to grab it. I don't know if I want to grab 2, send 2. Do we send 2? I don't think we will need 2. But we can afford to send 2. So let's just send 2. Why do I want to do that? To ensure that we win the colony. That gives us another 3 points. Yeah, I suspected we wouldn't need to send 2. Okay, so that gives us another 3 points over him. Now we didn't seed variety, right? And also no competition. So let's put pressure on him, right? Let's really put pressure on him in case he did seed strength. I think this is the best we can do. So this gives us 6 over him. This gives us 16 over him. That's 22 over him. We don't know what this is. If it's not strength, it might earn him maybe 4, 5, 6 points over us. So we end up in 80 plus 16, 80 plus 16 plus 6, that's 22 more. That's 102, right? 102. He's going to end up with 81, 84, 84. He's going to build multimedia. 87, if he gets strength, he can't beat us in strength. So I think we have this. So yep, that's the game. I'm gonna stop here. If you have any questions, yeah, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you when I can.